Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going through some basic and advanced programming on the Simplex 4010 addressable firearm control panel. So the first thing we need to talk about is levels. There's 4 different levels. There's level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Level 1 is just this. You get any of these red buttons plus lamp tests and that's it. Level 2 gives you access to disabled points, to a manual evacuation, and basic functions like that. Level 3 gives you access to programming, system options, I should say. So, NAC coding, time, date, all that. Level 4 gives you access to point programming. So that's NAC type, point programming, relay programming, and all that. So how do you log into these levels? So click menu, log in, log out, enter, and you can scroll right here to log in or log out. You want to log in. So I don't care about showing the passcodes because it's in the manual that you can find online. So level 2 passcode is 2000, level 3 is 3000, and level 4 is 4000. So we're going to log into level 2, so 2000, press enter, and it'll say login is accepted, and it'll tell you your current access level. So now this gives us access to enable and disable points, I believe. Oh, we can set time and date on level 2 as well. And then if you go to function, you can see manual evacuation. That was not there before. City disconnect, control point bypass, elevator bypass, door holder bypass. And yeah, that's everything that level 2 gives us. So let's log into level 3. So we're going to put in 3000. Log in level 3. And now you can go to menu. And this gives us access to WalkTest, True Test, which is for smoke detectors, programming, I'll go into that in a second, and reports. So let's hop into programming. We will get a trouble. We can configure points. We can only configure points, that's it. So, yeah. And yeah, so now let's log into level 4. So we're going to do 4000, and we will get a service mode trouble. But now we can see that we also have a thing called quick config. That is just, think of that as auto program. It basically resets it does a factory reset on the system and programs all IDNet devices, which is what they call the SLC on this panel. So I'm not going to run that right now, but you would just click into it and you can choose what you want to do. Reconfigure all hardware, auto detect new hardware, or restore factory config. So now let's go into programming. There we go. It'll ask if you actually want to enter programming. I do. If you're going to configure points, this is where you find smokes, modern modules, relays, and powered relays. And then this is the onboard relays, NACs. I still don't really know what these are. 24 I/O outputs, that is for the annunciator that you can hook up to these. User-defined SW LEDs, that is these LEDs, and you can set up 2 dedicated functions that you can enable in activate in level 2, and that's it. So let's go to True Alarm. You can see you can add a point, edit a point, and delete a point. In these, it's kind of the same. Relay, you can choose which relay you want. So the relay 1 is set to alarm, and relay 2 is set to trouble. And NACs, this is kind of the most complicated one. You can scroll through all your NACs here. Let's go to NAC 1. Device type is class A or class B. So SIG B is signal class B, and then SIG A is signal class A. I don't want to change that, so. And if we go to edit point type, this is where we can actually do the functions of the NAC. So fire signal, this is horn circuit, non-silenceable horn circuit, trouble, visual, suppression. Signal circuit is just a generic. Got water flow, sprinkler, elevator, relays, air handler relays, door holders, and then this is smart sync, on till silence, so that means you'll get audible silence. I'm not going to change that. And let's go to user-defined LEDs. So there's 3 LEDs on here. Edit point type, I believe. Yeah, this is where you change the LED color. And then if you go to edit device type, nope, it is actually edit mode. There we go. And now you can assign a certain point to the LED if you want. So you can do fire and then choose the point that you want. I'm not going to set these up right now just because I don't want to. And now we can go into configure cards. This is where you add your suppression card, your power supply card, or your DACT card. I'm not going to go through that because it's not really important. System options, this is where you'll be most of the time. You can change it from 24-hour time or 12-hour time. Status reminder, so if you have a trouble on the system, you can set the duration on which it will remind you. Silence, reset, inhibit, so you can prevent people from silencing or resetting the panel. Alarm cutout, auto silence basically. Door drop on alarm, so this is configuring door holders. Audible NAC operation. You can see we have a few different coding options. We got steady, 20 beats per minute march time, 120 beats per minute march time, code 3, and yeah. Visual NAC operation. We have steady, slow march, fast march, temporal, synchronous. This is for remote strobes, Welock or Simplex. Depleted battery cutout. I believe this is on which the panel will stop receiving voltage from the battery. Stagger start AHUs. Enable city circuit. Expansion power. This is for the add-on power card. Signal status override. I believe that says which comes first. Here is smart sync operation, so you can select the coding that the true alerts will operate in. Default is temporal. Display first alarm. Immediate city AC fail, suppression release, and that's it. Custom control. This is very advanced custom functions. You won't really need to mess with that if you're a collector. Access level, so this, you can basically customize which levels give you access to which things. So if you want to have to log in to silence the alarm, you can do that. Reset the system, set time date, point control, you can, yeah. Passcodes, you can change the passcodes. Restore config, so it'll go back to the previous revision that you were on. So basically, the last time you exit programming is where it will go to, and then you can save the current config, and then that's it. I just want to make sure that's it. Points, system options, custom control, yeah. Alright, that is it for programming, since I didn't make any changes. It just lets me go right back out. And that's really basically it. I can show you how to disable a point real quick. So we are still in level 4, so we can go to control viewpoints. You can go to true alarm, which is smokes, ZAMs, and IAMs. This is monitor modules and relay modules, I believe. No, monitor modules and powered relay modules. Then you got onboard relays and external relays, and then NACs. So you can go to any one of these. I'm going to go into true alarm, and it'll let you scroll through the points that you have. So let's say I want to disable M11, which is the first detector. I just click disable, and then scroll down until it says disabled, enter, and now we are disabled. Now if we want to re-enable that, you go back, and you click enable, and Simplex does this thing where it gives you a 30-second countdown before it re-enables the point. It's pretty handy in the field, but not really as a collector because it's kind of annoying. But after this, I will show you how to enable a walk test and manual evacuation. So once this point enables here, alright, so we can enable a walk test now. So we're going to scroll until it says walk test. So we can turn it on here, you will, and then you can do log or no log. This is where you set if you want the horns to go off. I do, so I'm going to hit signal, or actually no, I don't want them to go off. And then if you have a printer hooked up, so we can click enable. Walk test is updated. You can acknowledge that. Now I'm going to activate a smoke detector and you will see what happens. The detector comes up with a red LED, and if we go into, I believe there's a log on here. Historical logs. Nope, that won't do it. Even I'm having trouble with this. Okay, so that's really it. To turn it off, you just click that, enter, and now it'll reset the system. And after this, for the last function of this panel, I will show you how to do a manual evacuation, which is basically just like activating a point or so basically a smoke detector or pull station. So yeah. Alright. Walk test is updated, and you're going to click function, manual evacuation, on, enter, enter. See our alarms are sounding. Acknowledge it. See manual evacuation fire point. Go ahead and silence. Alarm silence completed. Restore previous screen, press any key, and then we can initiate a system reset. And then I will take the stress panel off and go through what each terminal does. Alright, I can exit and clear. So let's go through all the terminals. So top left of the board, you will see these these 8 big terminals. These are NAC circuits, all of which can be programmed to different functions. So NAC 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's a card that you can get, plugs into this and this, that can allow you to do Class A. So yeah, here's your N2 bus, so this goes to all the cards and enunciators on the system. Here's your SLC. Here's what you will use if you just do a Class B SLC, and if you're doing a Class A SLC like I am, you will have the return go into here. down to the bottom of the board, here's your auxiliary power. So this is what you use to power enunciators, cards, door holders, and all of that. Then here are your two relays. You can see aux1 and aux2. That's what we were doing in the programming. And then here are your battery terminals. It takes basically any two 12-volt batteries that are rated, of course. And then, yeah, that's kind of it. I will say that this potentiometer, just the contrast of your LCD. So if you need to do that, you can turn that potentiometer. And last but not least, down here is, actually definitely not least because this is what you need. This is AC power. So if I were to remove this cover, you would see 3 terminals, hot, neutral, and ground. You just wire up, and then the leads come up behind the board where you can kind of see the transformer up there. And then goes into the board through these 4 wires right here. So, yeah. So, that's kind of it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. And I'll try to do my best to help you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.